Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mai, and today's video is going to be this Leo inspired apartment for Leo season. So if you aren't aware, I have an astrology apartment series going where I built a shell of 2 apartment buildings with 6 apartments in each one, and every month I make a new apartment for each zodiac, like sun season, I guess. And we are going to be doing the Leo apartment today, and I'm honestly really proud of this one, and I think it turned out amazing. If you're a Leo or if you know someone who's a Leo, I'd love to know what you think, if you think it's accurate, what you would change if you would live here. But I don't know, I'm really into it. I used a lot of earth tones. I used a lot of, just like browns, oranges. I made it very warm. I layered a lot of rugs, which was really cool, and I just tried to mix in a lot of gold, a lot of just like both modern and kind of classic, almost like regal, just regal traditional things. And I think it looks cool. Also a lot of animal print. I felt like animal print was really going to fit the Leo vibe. And over there at the front, I decided to use that space for a dining area. There have been times where I've used it for the living room, but for this one, it felt nicer to make it a dining area. And I'm really into the kitchen. I mixed the base game counters with the Home Chef Hustle appliances, and I felt like those mixed really well. And they really tied in with the whole like modern and classic mix. And here on these little like diagonal pieces around the dining table, I decided to kind of make a little mirror and hallway table area, mostly just decorative, not too functional. But something about Leos just makes me feel like they'd like having a lot of mirrors around. And also especially because I decided to kind of decorate this house for what I imagine like a stylist. There's a stylist career in The Sims that came with an update one time, and I felt like that would be a really good job for a Leo. So I did put a lot of kind of fashion inspired items, and over here just kind of creating a little entryway, and I used this gorgeous portrait painting thing from the Cozy Bistro kit, I think it is, and I really like it. They have so many fun swatches, and I kind of have to stop myself from using it so often. But yeah, they're on like the window side. There's a lot of empty wall space, and I was kind of struggling to find paintings for it, so I do end up like filling those spaces in post-production. So but you are going to watch me make a lot of gallery walls in this one too. And I really like what I did with those hanging plants on that side. I think that it looks really nice and adds a little bit of, a little bit of green in there, a little bit of life. And over here is the living room, and I really love the living room. I love the layered rugs. I love the added touch of the blue as kind of just like a featured color. It's very much like a color pop, because between all of the very warm colors, you have a little bit of cold. And on this wall, I decided to make a very large like fireplace, also just kind of feature wall area, and I placed that painting, which might be from the Cool Kitchen stuff pack, and I don't know if that's a tiger, if that's a lion. I honestly can't super tell, but you know what? There is no tiger zodiac, so this works for the Leo, it works for the lion, and it like matched perfectly with just the entire vibe that we're going for. And for on top of the fireplace, I'm kind of just trying to find lion themed items to go on top. And I did know of this this base game lion statue, but I knew that it had a weird name and I couldn't really find it. So I spent a while trying to like look for it and see where it was. Finally, I did get it, and placed it just opposite of that other lion theme statue. And right now I placed this city living coffee table for the coffee table, but I think I end up changing it to, I don't actually know what I end up changing it to, but I changed it in post-production, so you're just going to see it in the screenshots. But behind the couch here, I decided to place a little hallway table where I end up putting a record player later, and also add a couple of plants. And one of my favorite things to do when I have like a tiny space and I want to add a little bit of height to it, like just to add some dimension, is I like to place a bar stool and just place items on top of that. So it's kind of a unique way to do that, and it was a great way to also just kind of, extend the bar stool space. And over here above the couch, I am making a custom gallery wall using a mirror and just using a bunch of gold items. I think when I think of Leo, I think of a lot of gold. They're associated with the sun, and they're just very passionate and luxurious, and I just wanted to make an apartment that kind of lived up to you know, what is the Leo. They're protectors, and you know, they're just, I don't know, they're the life of the party. So I wanted to make something that was as shiny and I don't know, I guess what would the word be? There's not like, yeah, not flammable. Flamboyant. There we go, flamboyant, that's the word. So yeah, gold, I associate it with it. And over here behind the bar stools, I also wanted to create another kind of layered rug situation, which I really like how it looks. I love the layered rugs. I kind of took that from, I don't know if you guys have seen the show That's So Raven, the original. There's like in her bedroom, there's a lot of layered rugs and textures, so I kind of wanted to bring that into this too. And here in the hallway, I just decided to place some cabinets and place a little ottoman with some mirrors. Just, I don't know, it's not really like a getting ready area, but I just wanted to add some more mirrors around. And here we have our bathroom. It's very simple. I used the flooring from the Cozy Bistro kit, and I paired that with the wallpaper from high school years, which I don't think I've ever used this swatch, but it worked so perfectly with the flooring. It was just, I don't know, I was so impressed with that find. And I really love above the counter, I used a mirror that I believe is like an unlockable item. And yeah, it has like the star and the lights, and it just like felt so perfect for a Leo. It's not that I think that, like, I know that Leos are sometimes associated with like materialism or, I don't know, being like self-centered, but I don't really see them that way at all. I just think that they're protectors, and they like, you know, they like to make it known like I'm here and like don't mess with my loved ones. You know, they're associated with the lion, and I think that that is very, very perfect. In fact, I do actually know a lot of Leos that are more on like the quiet side, and they're more of like the, I don't know, they're almost like a lion in hunting mode where they don't really want to be seen, but they'll always like, you know, protect the people that they care about. But here we are working on the bedroom, and I used that bed from Get Famous, which has that animal print, the cheetah print, and I don't know, it just felt so right. I think that when I was imagining what the Leo apartment would look like, that was probably number one on the list of like what I wanted in here, between like the gold and just like, I don't know, the like grandiosity of it. It just felt right. And I really like what I do with the rest of the room. This like marble hallway table that I decided to place in front of there with the TV just felt like a really great way to use that space. And I really like the closet area too. I maybe made it a little bit too edgy and dark, but I don't know, there's something about it that works, and I really like the way that that tile, or sorry, not the tile, that the rug just kind of ties the black and the gold together. And I end up behind the mirror adding a divider. Here I am picking it out. I really like the colors on the Snowy Escape one, and thankfully I found it in this Wedding Stories divider. And again, it like ties in the black and the gold, and gives the Leo a little bit more privacy in the bedroom. And yeah, I just really like it. I also really wanted to make a little vanity area here, but I didn't want to use the regular vanity table. I wanted it to be a little bit more custom. So instead, I started looking for a shelf to kind of make a floating vanity. This one, it was a little bit high because I wanted it to like line up with the paneling on the bottom of the wallpaper. So I decided to use it with a bar stool. I just used the same one, the same like base game one that I had used in the kitchen, except I used it in the brown swatch. And just over here, I added a bookshelf, a little seating area, and that beautiful lamp from the, I want to say like the Decor to the Max kit. I really like it. It looks so good, but it's like so hard to like fit in some places because it's just like so massive, and it's such a weird height. Like the thing just falls, I don't know, makes it really, really awkward to place. But I do really like the way that this room turned out. I think that it's so, like, it's cozy, but it's also very grand, and just like looks really, really fun. And just out here, I like on the balcony, I decided to make just a seating area, and I also place a bar. I also do add a lot of plants. I think that this person likes plants, but I don't put like planters for them to grow stuff, mostly just plants to look good. And of course I had to place this little like fire coffee table from, it might be Perfect Patio, although I could be wrong. But yeah, just also adding some more fire references. Leos are fire signs, so I felt like that would be really, really great. And you know, just ties all of that in, that fiery passion. But here I am just adding a couple more plants out here. I really wanted to add like exotic looking plants that I wouldn't normally place around like my builds. Just because, you know, Leos, they are, I don't know, they are like, oh, I don't know. I mean, they're flamboyant, like I said before. So I felt like their choice of plants kind of had to reflect that as well. But I do place this bar from Get Famous, and I also place these bar stools from Desert Luxe. I really like the colors that they had. I felt like they were kind of like edgy, and they were just like, I don't know, really cool. And they, you know, they had like the warm color with the black, which I used pretty much throughout the entire build. So it felt very fitting to put that out here too. And yeah, just above this little like armchair kind of thing, I decided to place this little fountain because I felt like I hadn't gone classic enough on the outside. But over here for the second bedroom in this apartment, I decided to turn it into like their office, like their styling office. So I put these mirrors and I decided to frame them using the columns. And later on in post-production, I also frame it with some curtains, which look really cute. So you will see that in the screenshots and if you decide to download this build as well. And I'm just trying to figure out some like a rug situation. I wanted something very neutral, I think. Originally I tried to find like a harmonious pattern, but no, I decided to go with this neutral one from Base Game. It kind of had the gold vibes, but yeah, it's still like, I don't know, it fits, but it's also not drawing any attention. And here I also decided to place some mannequins from Get to Work, and then before I took the screenshots, I actually dressed the mannequins, so you'll see that. I think that they look amazing and just like what I imagine a Leo would make them wear. And I think that probably if you download this build, actually I've never tried this, but potentially if you download the build, you will get the mannequins with the outfits. So that will be interesting to see. And I placed a lot of these paintings around from the Modern Luxe kit. That's actually what I end up using to fill in the empty wall space in the living area later. But I do that in post-production. But yeah, this room turns out looking really nice. I can definitely imagine them like, I don't know, consulting people in here, maybe like they get ready in here themselves as well. I don't really remember how the stylist career goes. I don't know if they actually like have people over and style them or just how that works. But over here, I'm just cluttering up their desk, and I used those lamps to just kind of frame where the desk was going to go, so then when I would move it out of the way, I'd know where to place the clutter items. So that's a cool little hack. But we are at the screenshots now, and I really love the final results. I think they look amazing. The screenshots, that is. But yeah, there you can see all like the filler stuff that I placed on the walls and all of the extra clutter that I've added. I always change the lights also before I take the screenshots, so that it's not just like the tiny ceiling lights. But I really like the paintings that I added. Oh yeah, and there the coffee table, I ended up changing it for one from the Moschino stuff pack, I think. It looks like band gear. I just thought it was kind of edgy and cool. And just to fill in the rest of that gallery wall, I added some picture frames so that they can place photos of their friends and loved ones. I just thought that would be cute. And here we have our little hallway. It's very simple. It's kind of hard to furnish hallways like this, that they're like so small that they can't really be used for much. But here we have our bathroom. In here I just added a little bit of clutter, a hamper, and yeah, that rug as well, the little furry rug. I feel like that's really fitting. Some more fur references, make it nice and cozy. And here we have our little office space. There you can see the mannequins with all of their cool outfits. I think that it looks amazing. I feel like I kind of want to dress my Sims in this way now. I always go for a more understated look, but this just looks, I don't know, they look so cool. I would want a Leo to be my stylist if I had to pick anyone to do it. And here we have our bedroom, little entryway area for the bedroom. I just put that VIP bucket and a rose because I feel like Leos are very romantic, very passionate lovers. And here we have our little wardrobe space. And yeah, the bedroom I didn't change too much. I think I just changed that chandelier, of course, and I think I changed the planters. Yeah, I think that this room turned out like super cool. And I do like that, I mean, besides like the very bright and flamboyant bedspread, this bedroom is fairly understated. And here we have our little patio area, which does mean that we are going to be finishing the video now. But I hope you enjoyed this build as much as I did. Let me know if you're excited for the new expansion pack. Bye buds, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, comment, and share with your friends. Talk to y'all soon. Bye!